All right. Today, we're going to talk about how to build an email list, especially if you don't have a big audience, you're not running paid ads, and you feel like you're talking to yourself half the time. Anybody else feel like that? Drop it in the comments because I've been there. But here's the truth. Most people think learning how to build an email list requires a few things: a massive email list, that you have to run paid ads, or there's some secret growth hack. And I'm here to tell you it doesn't. So if you are one of those who have been Googling how to build an email list from scratch, this is for you. If you've been wondering how to build an email list without ads, this is also for you. And if you feel like you're doing all the things, but you're stuck at 27 subscribers, stay with me. So drop list in the comments if this is you. This morning, I want to talk about why most people struggle with how to build their email list. And it's not because you're lazy. It's not because you're not smart, but it's because there's a bottleneck in your visibility. Most beginners try to build an email list by one, creating this random freebie, posting the link a few times, and praying and hoping that consistency magically works. But building an email list, especially if you're building an email list from scratch, requires two things. And let's talk about those. Number one is clarity, and number two is distribution. You don't have a lead problem. Most likely, you have a visibility problem. And when people ask me how to build an email list without ads, this is where we start. If you want to know how to build an email list the smart way, especially without a large audience, there are three shifts that we need to look at. Shift number one, we need to stop creating emotional freebies and start creating solution-based freebies. A lot of beginners build freebies based on what sounds good emotionally. I've been there, I've done that. But if you truly want to master how to build an email list from scratch, your freebie must solve one clear, urgent problem, because specific is going to win when it comes to conversions. Shift number two I want to talk about is visibility is greater than perfection. And along my journey, I made some big mistakes along the way. And so that's why I want to share this with you today, that you cannot figure out how to build your email list without visibility. You need your offer in front of niche-aligned people, and that means getting into strategic collaborations, using smart search-based platforms, looking at communities and partnerships, and not just doing the posting and pray method. If that's been you, put praying and posting in the comments because I've been there. If you're trying to learn how to build an email list without ads, you have to leverage other people's audiences ethically and strategically. The third shift is we want to focus on your first 100, not your first 10,000. Everybody wants 10,000 subscribers. I do as well. But learning how to build an email list starts really with your first 100. Your first 100 subscribers are going to do a lot of things. They're going to teach you messaging. It's going to validate your offer. It's going to give you momentum, and that momentum feels really good, and that's going to turn into sales. So building an email list is a momentum game, not a viral game. I'll be honest, I didn't always know how to build an email list. I stuck my head in the sand. I didn't want anything to do with it. I posted and created this freebie. I put it on this little pop-up on my website, and I hoped and prayed that I could drive enough people to my website that they would grab my freebie. But it didn't. I heard crickets. And what changed everything for me was building that email list without ads requires a strategy, not hustle. And so once I stopped guessing and started positioning my offer in front of aligned audiences, everything started to change. And that's when the list stopped trickling and started growing with intention. If you're serious about learning how to build an email list without ads, if you don't have a large audience, I have created something specifically for you. It's called How to Get Your First 100 Email Subscribers Without Ads or a Large Audience. Because here's what I know: you don't need a huge following, you don't need a fancy funnel, you don't need paid traffic. You only need the right offer, the right visibility strategy, and the first right steps. If you want that, I want you to comment 100 below and I'll send it over to you. And I want you to stop guessing how to start your build an email list and start building one the smart way. So if you have any other questions, drop those in the comments as well. That's my little tidbit of information for you today on Monday. Use it as your Monday momentum, and we will talk to you soon.